Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Florida Gators and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. On the run, it's Lacey. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
Maybe some room here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Going to the run, it's Lacy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Now improvising. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Handoff for Ball. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Here's a give the ball. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Jones wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback adapting. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Jones to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in.
There's some room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed, he just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Florida. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're probably still a little winded after that one. 79 yards, he took it back to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Lindsey. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Punts it out of the air. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That's exactly what they hoped for on that relatively short kickoff. Took it 82 to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lindsey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Wants to throw it again. Buys a little time. Quarterback got it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Jones to throw. He's got the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Looking for space. It's Pryor. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's the Seminoles with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Just keep swinging it. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Got a wide open receiver. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's what's so hard about playing this guy, man. It's not the first play. They defended the first play really well, but what does he do? He buys time, he scrambles. Now you start changing your routes. Defenders get a little bit confused. He drops it off, and he makes a big play.
To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Jones to throw. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the move, it's Lacy. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And he's knocked down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Lacy. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. into the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Jones to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Running into the open space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Running inside. It's Lacy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
The Rebels are flying down the field. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo! Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Steps away to find some room. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Gators! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Working that left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Looking for the edge. It's Lacy. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Quarterback moving. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Jones wants to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Handoff for Ball. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gators! They jump on top here in OT. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
I Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Finds his man. It's Hodge. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Tries to get it on the ground. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Touchdown Rebels. They take the lead here in the second overtime period. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Jones to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. Finds his man down the middle. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.